Ms. Williams, you've petitioned the court for a DNA test because you are certain Mr. Glover is your son Ricardo's biological father. Your son has a major operation coming up, and you say identifying his father must take place before the surgery. Is that correct?
Correct.
Mr. Glover, you claim you are not Ricardo's father and have proof that his biological father is your brother.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Williams, tell us why you had to open your case.
Your Honor, I haven't seen this man in years. My son has cerebral palsy. He's undergoing a surgery because now he has a magnetic rod in his back because he has scoliosis, so they're gonna put the real spinal rod in his back. I'm not his blood type. So if he need a blood transfusion, he need the absent parent. So they was asking, can I find the dad? I'm like, I know the dad. So I'm doing this blood test because he's the dad. If something happens, I have to fall back on his dad.
And I understand, and it's important to have your full medical history as well. And so identifying the father is important for that reason. I understand. Mr. Glover, you haven't seen Ms. Williams in years?
No, Your Honor. From the beginning, I kind of had doubts that he was my son anyway, and I've been trying to get it situated. It ain't like I just ran off or anything, but...
How long has it been since you've seen Ricardo?
It's been about 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Since you've seen this beautiful little boy?
Yes, ma'am. This is not the first time that we went to a maternity court.
They got a maternity court now?
Well, it wasn't maternity court. It was for child support. And the first time we went, we did the DNA test, and like they was telling me that she had to come down there first. And then we went back a second time and a third time, and it never happened till, like, after that, I just moved to Texas.
You think she's been avoiding it because she knows you're not Ricardo's biological father?
I feel like she was avoiding it for some reason.
Once you felt like she was avoiding it, then that's why the 5 or 6 years passed, you left it alone because you felt like, I'm really not the father.
Yes, ma'am. I moved to a whole nother state. After the last time of us not doing the DNA test, I just went on about my business.
Ms. Daniels, your son, Mr. Glover, says he heard something from you in reference to Ms. Williams that led him to believe that she was with other people. What do you know about this situation?
First of all, I feel that there wasn't really a strong relationship with Ricardo and Ms. Williams, but I did see her with someone in the neighborhood, and it appeared to me that her head was in his lap and she was giving him oral sex. And I did tell my son about that, and later on, after I had moved out of that neighborhood, the same individual brought Miss Williams over to my house, didn't drop her off at my house, dropped her off at a business a little bit up the street. The whole while I'm sitting on the porch with a friend, and I'm watching her get out this individual's car and get the baby out of the car, get the car seat out of the trunk, put the baby in the car seat, and walk down to my house. And I'm saying, why didn't you just have him drop you off right here? It's no problem. She said, I got off the bus.
Oh, so you're saying you saw her with this person before she was pregnant and then after she had the baby?
Yes.
Which led you to believe this was an ongoing relationship.
I feel like that wasn't the only relationship this young lady was involved in.
So you believe Ms. Williams also had sex with your younger son?
I believe Miss Williams was a busy young lady, and she's not the virgin that she claimed that she was. That's what I believe.
Mr. Glover, your mom has testified that she believes that Ricardo looks more like your younger brother.
Yes, ma'am.
You believe that as well?
Yes, ma'am. I thought it from the beginning, and
Where did you all get this knowledge that she was in a sexual relationship with your younger brother?
he had sent me some text messages saying that she had wrote him a letter saying that the baby was looking more and more like him every day. And After that, I have text messages from me
You
and
have
my
some
brother.
evidence, Jerome?
Yes,
May I see
ma'am.
that evidence, please?
And pretty much he was just telling me that she had sent him a letter of a picture of the baby and everything, saying that it's starting to look more and more like him.
So this is a text exchange between Mr. Glover and his brother.
Yeah.
The message reads, Pinky wrote me the other day talking about the baby looking more and more like me. Bro, I told you that's your baby. You can be straight up with me.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like his older sister to all of them. I was like their sister.
No, you weren't their sister. Because we're not making babies with your sister. Miss Williams, what are you hoping for?
That he be more active, that he come down to this hospital, my baby had this surgery, that we get this in, because I don't want no negativity around my child, because all he know is positive. He's happy, he's always happy. I'm just tired of going through this. It's simple.
You have a lot of weight to carry. I can see that that is troubling you.
I mean, it's overwhelming, but I've been doing it for so long, and I've reached out plenty of times. Either you in or you out. It's not, he knows I was a virgin. He knows we wasn't using protection.
Yeah, from the beginning, I asked for a DNA test.
That's a lie.
This is not
Yeah,
the
That's
first-
But I will say this.
They
I will
even gave
say
my baby
this.
a nickname. Who
Somehow-
gave a baby a nickname? Who let a baby come over their house if they have doubt?
You
Not
know
me.
what? First of all, I have been around this baby. I don't have a problem with that, but I would like to know for sure if this is his baby.
When it comes to the child, Ricardo Williams, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Glover, you are the father.
That's all. What's up? What's up? Like, what's up?
That's your handsome boy.
Thank you. And I just want to say I'm sorry, but it could have been handled. And like I said, I apologize though.
You need to apologize to him too. He'll understand it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Mr. Glover? Are you okay?
I just wanted him to know this is his child, and I asked for help because I just needed this to be over. I was tired of going back and forth.
And will it mean something to you to have Mr. Glover and his mom, just to have the other part of Ricardo's village there to support you?
Yes, it'll mean something to him because he comprehends well. So it'll mean something to him because it's not easy taking care of him, but I do it. So, and I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about his cries. It's hard, but I do it with the help of family, friends, my dad, my mom, so.
That's what you do for your child. And I hope you guys will begin to talk. When you have a child that has a medical condition, it is stressful on everybody. Be able to give her a break sometimes, Mr. Glover. Mr. Hooks, you say for 3 long years the defendant, Miss Payne, has been falsely accusing you of fathering her 3-year-old daughter, Nevaeh.
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
believe today's results will finally free you from her allegations. Ms. Hooks, you say your son is being taken advantage of by a gold digger who is 27 years his junior.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Payne, you say Mr. Hooks is Nevaeh's father, and today you intend to prove it to him and his mommy.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Hooks, why do you believe your son is being taken advantage of? Explain to the court.
She is a gold digger. I don't believe that he is the father of her child because she lies. She cannot be trusted.
So you believe she's after your son for his money, a gold
Yes,
digger?
yes.
And what money do you have, Mr. Hooks? Just asking.
I'm struggling, Your Honor. I don't have no money. I don't have no money.
But what you thought, you're saying you thought, she probably thought since you were an older man and more established, it would be somebody that could take care of her.
Yes.
Because you ain't a gold digger if you ain't got no gold. So you meet him at the store, you have sex with him, at his house, and then he says you can move in with him.
Yes.
Was that because what, y'all thought y'all was so in love after the sex?
That's what she thought, Your Honor.
Well, you let her move in. So what's the point?
I let her stay with me. I mean, it wasn't actually just move in.
You told her she could stay with you.
No, he took me to my boyfriend's house to go pick up all my belongings, and he took me back to his house.
So you said to yourself, if he's letting me move in and stay here, he must really want a relationship with me.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you went and you lived with him.
Yes.
For how long?
From like June to the beginning of September.
Okay, so that's what, June, July, August, about 4 months. You lived with him. During that time, were you all functioning like you were in a relationship?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's not true, Your Honor. That's not true. It was only like 2 months and a half. I left, I broke up with her. I broke up with her, then went back with my ex.
So you brought her in to only throw her out 2.5 months later?
Not really. It just, I went
So
back.
how'd you find out she was pregnant?
I ran to her like maybe a month later, and she tells me her friend and her was walking, and I seen them, and she told me that she was pregnant.
Mr. Hooks, do you have a relationship with Nevaeh?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do?
Yes,
So you formed a relationship with her even though you didn't believe she was yours?
yes, Your Honor.
And why is that?
It's because
He's that type of man. He's that type of man. He will look out for a child and love a child. He's just that type of person. And he has a relationship with her.
So, Miss Payne, what kind of relationship does your ex have with Nevaeh?
He don't have a relationship. He haven't seen her since she was a baby.
that's not true, Your Honor. He had a relationship at the beginning, like maybe 2 years, because she was still seeing him. She was seeing me too. She was like off and on. When she get mad at him, she'll come like talk to me
That's
or be
not
with
true.
me.
So you all actually got back together where you said we're gonna work this out and raise Nevaeh together?
Yeah, on and off when we was on good terms.
What kind of mess is this?
Listen.
You want to know, but what are you hoping for? Have you come to love this baby? I mean, she's gorgeous.
I'm hoping that that my son is the father.
You
Because
are?
I'm hoping, yes, because he has a bond with the little girl. He really do. So I'm hoping that he is the father.
Mr. Hooks, what are you hoping for?
I like her. I like Nevaeh, but sometimes I don't want her to be my own, the daughter. I don't want her because of the mother.
When it comes to 3-year-old Nevaeh, it has been determined by this court. You are the father. I see your relief. You can smile, and you can smile, and you can also say it now. If you'd like to be honest. You can just say, I didn't know. I'm glad you are the father, but I didn't know. And it's okay to be honest.
Okay, I didn't know.
I'm glad he's the father, Your Honor. I am. I'm glad, because he got a good relationship with her. So
Miss
I'm
Payne,
happy.
look at me. Look at me and say it again.
I didn't know.
That's the truth. I knew you didn't know the whole case. And quite frankly, once Ms. Hooks said she really wanted Nevaeh to be her grandchild and they hoped they knew, honestly, when I look at a young girl like you just out here flailing in the wind, I was in my mind hoping, Lord, let Ms. Hooks be this baby's grandmother because she needs somebody. Ms. Thomas, you are here today along with your daughter, Ms. Fields, seeking the results of a paternity test on the defendant's 5-month-old son, Cameron. You claim that Ms. Armster is promiscuous, had sex with other men around the time she conceived, and is lying to trap your son into believing he is her baby's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Armster, you are here with the plaintiff's son, Mr. Griffin.
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe you were pregnant by Mr. Griffin before you had sex with another man, and the only reason his family is denying paternity is because they hate you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Griffin, you have your own doubts about whether you are Cameron's father and feel completely torn between your family and your girlfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now, Miss Thomas, why do you believe Miss Armstrong is trying to trap your son?
Your Honor, Miss Armstrong has no home training, and she has a bad reputation in our town. And she has never had a man in her life. He's the only man that has ever loved her.
So your son loves Miss Armstrong?
Yes.
But so why is it that you all are not approving of that?
My son was in high school and came home and told me that she was pregnant. But they had broken up for 4 months. And then she all of a sudden pops back up saying,
It wasn't a pop-up,
you
we
popped back
broke
up
up.
somewhere, you had left.
No,
but my
we
son
broke
said that
up.
she said
We broke
that she was
up.
pregnant. She come back saying that she's
We
pregnant.
broke up. Jason and me
So
broke up.
what you're saying is she got pregnant during this time that she and your son had broken up, so you don't know who the father could be.
That's right. I got other grandkids, and that baby don't look nothing like the rest of them. Look at his hairline. Look at that baby hairline.
You know, I want to go to college. I want to do special things for my son. And
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I don't feel like I'll be able to do that if we continue fighting like this.
So you understand that this is an unhealthy environment for a
Yeah,
child.
it's a very unhealthy environment for my child. But like I said, I feel like it will quiet things down for us. You know, we've been fighting like this
I don't
since
think
he
it
was
will.
born.
I don't think it will. I don't. Because they've been targeting my son from jump. Since Cameron was even born. Like, I didn't even get to push him out. And they mama called the hospital talking about, don't sign the birth certificate. I'm trying to trap you.
Tell the judge how you signed his name on the birth certificate.
I didn't
then.
sign
Yes, you
nothing.
did.
I didn't
Yes, you
sign
did.
nothing. I asked Jason, I said, Jason, do you want me to fill out the paper? He said yes. He said yes. I said out the paper, his name don't show up
You
on
signed
none.
it, though. He
And the confirmation birth has nothing to do with Jason. Jason's name not on it. He went back and told his mama or whoever he told, and then now she going around telling everybody I forged his name on the birth certificate.
So, Ms. Thomas, you admit that you gave your son that advice to not sign the birth certificate until he had a DNA test.
That's right. I want to bring him here to paternity court and get a DNA
But the
done on the
DNA
child
test ain't for
because
her. It
I
ain't
didn't
for
know
them. Like,
whether this is my son's
it
child or not
doesn't
because she
matter.
is so
Like
promiscuous
it's
in
not
our
it's not
neighborhood.
their choice. It's not their choice. That DNA
And
test
it's not
ain't
your
for
right
them.
to put a child on my son.
All right,
either.
let's get some order.
Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Yes, Ms. Fields, I promised
Okay.
it was coming to you. Yes,
she was
ma'am.
homeless. I took her in my residence
She's
when she
still
was
homeless.
6 months pregnant, okay? I cared for her and her unborn child. I'm not here to bash her, because first of all, as a woman, I would want to see her do well. And on top of that, if that's my nephew, yes, I'm gonna step up as an auntie and help raise my nephew. On top of that, I would want my brother to be a man and take care of his responsibility. But we have no choice to be here today for a paternity test because of the rumors and how she carried herself as a woman.
Look, I gotta say, it seems like a lot of rumor going around. Has anybody actually seen this young woman do something, or just people around town just talking about her and you believing it?
From the statement she told me, admitting herself that she had slept with this older guy, yeah.
You know, I'm just here to see is this my grandson or not.
Okay.
This been going on ever since my son met her. It just been chaos with them because they don't have no respect. They just don't have no kind of upbringing or something. It just been just
And
a
taking
problem
the
with
baby
them.
in
But
and
you
out of these men's
also, Ms.
hotels.
Thomas, you told the court that you raised your son right. He stands there. He's a well-spoken young
Oh,
man.
yes.
He seems respectful. And yet this is the woman he chose.
Yes. And yeah, this is the one. I don't have
It's no
nothing.
condemnation on you, Ms. Armstrong. What I'm
chooses.
saying is if you love and believe in your son and you trust him and you think he's a good person, couldn't there be something good in this young lady that maybe you're missing?
They don't want him to make his own
He felt
decision.
he felt sorry for her because she was homeless.
She was
If
homeless.
he felt sorry, he could have said that. Jason tell
That's
me
what
anything.
he told me out of his own mouth. He said,
But
Mama,
he
I felt
said,
sorry
wait a
for
minute,
I
Mr.
never
Griffin, you
said
said
that.
you've been with her for what, 4 or 5 years?
4.
4 years.
He felt sorry for her for 4
You
years.
felt-
I felt sorry for her for 4 years.
He been feeling sorry
Miss
for her
Thomas,
for 4 years. I mean,
It's only so long that feeling sorry for her feeling gonna work. After a while, he must genuinely have some feelings for her, do you?
Of course I love her. I mean, come on, I've been through here since he was born. I've been through here since before he was born.
As it pertains to 5-month-old Cameron, Armster. Mr. Griffin, you are not his father.
Mom, don't do that.
Mr. Griffin, I know this wasn't the answer you wanted to hear.
I've been everything for him. Everything. I'd do anything for him.
And
I
he's a
still want to be there
beautiful
for
little
him.
boy.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you.
But he's not
And
yours.
you've said you
I
loved
still
his
want to be there
mother.
for him.
The truth gonna
Ms.
come out.
Armster,
Yes.
do you have any idea who?
The other person, that's it.
Yana, I would like to say on behalf of my family, I will still be here and give her the help that she needs.
I don't trust him around my son.
Listen, for a person that has been so untrustworthy, you got a lot of nerve standing up here talking about who you don't trust around your son. It's an unnecessary chip that you carrying on your shoulder because you put it there.
It's not towards him, it's towards them.
But my point is this, haven't their suspicions rung true in this courtroom? Everything that they suspected and what they worried about is true. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate you just admitting that. We must learn how to move forward. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Court is adjourned.